What's up, everyone? This is SS Comic Reader, and I am here posting another video entry for POPCOM's The Amazing 100 Sub Contest. First of all, shout outs to POPCOM and his channel. Congratulations, man, for 100 subs. You put out great content out there, and hopefully you get a lot more subs in the future as well. If you haven't checked out POPCOM's channel, go check it out. He has, like I said, he puts out great content, great videos. He's another good YouTuber in the comic book community. So as far as this contest that he's putting out, it's called the Amazing 100 Sub Contest. Like I said, he has a few rules and questions. For his rules, you must be sub to POPCOM's channel, which I am. You must be 18 years or older, which I am as well. You must link POPCOM's contest video to your contest video entry, which I will in the description below. And for his questions, he wants you to answer a few questions here. The first one being, what is your very first comic book you bought, and how old were you when you first bought it? My first comic book that I bought, I recently picked it up, or not recently, a couple of weeks back. I found it in the dollar bin at my local LCS, and I was surprised to see it there too, because I haven't seen it in a long time. The comic book that I first bought, or actually my first comic book that I had, is a comic book that my brother gave me as well. But like I said, I recently, or not recently, like I said, I found it like a couple weeks ago in the dollar bin. I'll just show it to you right here. It's Spirit of Venom, Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider. Number 6. Don't mind the price tag on it. That's not what I paid for it. It's not what I paid for it at all. I paid $1 for it in the dollar bin, like I said. And when I first saw it, because I was looking through the dollar bin to see if there was any key issues that, or speculation issues that I could buy. But I saw that and I was like, whoa. And it just blew my mind that I haven't seen that comic book in a long time, because I remember I was probably 8 or 9 years old when I first saw that comic book that my brother brought for me. And it looked cool too, because Venom's on it. Like I showed you right now, he's on it. He's upside down in a sewer with Ghost Rider's head on it, and I thought it looked very cool. And ever since then, I've been a Venom fan. Because at first I didn't know who it was, but that character looked cool and all that. Other than that, Ghost Rider, he's a cool character. He's not one of my top favorites, but he's a cool character. But Venom, that's the first time I ever saw Venom, was in that comic book, like when I was 8 years old. But yeah, that was a cool, that was a cool comic book, and that's the first comic book that I ever got. So there you go with that. Second question he wants you to answer is, name another YouTuber, name another YouTuber that has this Amazing Spider-Man issue, or if you have the Amazing Spider-Man 300 issue, show it. I don't have the Amazing Spider-Man 300 issue. That's one book that I'm trying to hunt down as well on eBay and anywhere else where I can get it cheap. I know it's not going to be cheap, but you never know. Other than that, I just try to look for it in eBay for a cheap price, and I bid on it. I always hope that nobody else bids on it. Try to get it for a cheap price, but it never turns out the way I want it to. Somebody outbids me, and I try to outbid to I try to bid a certain limit. I have a certain limit on bidding, so I don't try to spend too much on comics. Like I said, before, I set a certain limit on comics, certain budget. I have basically a certain budget on comics, so I try to set a certain budget limit on comics. If I get outbid by my limit, then I don't bid no more. But I'll name another YouTuber that has it, is Airborne Sapper. He recently did a contest entry for POPCOM's the Amazing 100 sub contest as well. He recently showed it. He has that. When I looked at his video entry for his when I looked at his video entry for POPCOM's contest, he showed that he had that issue, and I was really impressed. I'm like, wow, that's seeing it in me, if I were to see in person, I would be very, very, very impressed. But when Airborne Sapper showed it, I was very impressed too. Like, wow, you know, showing it live right there. Well, not live, you know, in his contest entry. But anyhow, Airborne Sapper is another YouTuber in the comic book community that has that Amazing Spider-Man 300 issue. For the fourth question of PopCom's The Amazing 100 sub contest is name one thing and name one and the only thing you are thankful for and why you are thankful for that. The one thing I'm thankful for that I was thankful for this past Thanksgiving was my family. Basically, my family. You know, my family is important to me. You know, I'm thankful that they're all here with me as well. You know, all of them are in good health, and everybody's just alive and well. So I'm thankful for that because my family comes first. And they're my priority as well. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm thankful for my family. Because they're of course they're my priority. So there's that. Number 4 is promote another YouTube channel and why you like that channel. Like I mentioned before, Airborne Sapper, he puts out great content. He's another YouTuber in the comic book community. I like his I like his videos. I always comment on his videos. He puts out great content, great videos. He's always showing off hauls and pops. Anything of the sort related to comics. So I like that. And then his recent video for his entry for PopCom's contest, he showed his I think it was his prized possession of a Lakers book, because even though I live in Texas, I'm a Lakers fan. So yeah, I'm a big Lakers fan. Other than that, I like that book that he had some of the stuff autographed by certain former Laker players and all that, and I really like that autograph book that he showed off there. But yeah, Airborne Sapper, he's just a great YouTuber. I like watching his videos. He has great content. So there you go. Number 5, what is your favorite LCS to go to, and why is it your favorite LCS to go to? I have 2 favorite LCSs that I like to go to around me. One of them is the Collectors Authority. It's a small LCS, but they have ton of back issue books, and they have also they have new comic book days. They always have new comics on new comic book days, so they have them on the wall as well. And they have a lot of statues and memorabilia there too as well that they have for sale. And then every Thanksgiving and certain months in the year, they have great sales, discounts, 50% off current back issues, or just back issues. They have a great sale every few times a year. They recently had one for Thanksgiving. They had like a 50% off current back issues, as well as regular back issues, and 10% off current issues. But yeah, that's one of my favorite LCSs. The other one is Heroes and Fantasies. That's where I have my pull list at. I always go there every month to pick up my pull list, and they have a lot more memorabilia and statues and all that I like. And they have a lot of key issues, posted up on the wall there. So of course, like any other comic book store would. So yeah, they have a lot of key issues for sale there as well. And it's a bigger LCS. And like I said, that's where I go to pick up my pull list every month. But yeah, that's one of my other favorite LCSs is called Heroes and Fantasies. The other one's called, of course, like I mentioned, Collectors Authority. And that's that. And number 6, what is your most prized possession that isn't a pop or comic? Yeah. Okay. I have 2 of them actually. Like I mentioned before, I'm a Lakers fan. So here's one of them right here. Lakers jersey, Kobe Bryant, number 8. One of the greatest. I remember I bought this a couple years back when they were winning championships back to back to back. 2000, 2001, 2002. That was the year. They were a dynasty. They still are a dynasty, but back when they were you know, rolling in the championship era, you know, 2000, 2001, 2002. That's one right there. That's Kobe. Another one, of course, Shaq as well. Shaquille O'Neal. Cool jersey. Bought this one as well a couple years back as well. I bought the Kobe Bryant one at first, and then I bought the Shaq one later on. But yeah, those are my two prized possessions. It might be cooler if I had them signed, autographed, but you know, I tried to get them signed a couple times when they came here to play against the Spurs. But you know, I tried to, but I always had something else to do. Really, I was basically just busy at work or something like that, so I never got that opportunity. But I'm still hoping one of these days I run into him, or you know, either Kobe or Shaq, and just get him to sign my jerseys. You know, that'd be awesome. You know, but yeah, those are my two prized possessions right there. Where's my questions? And number 7 for POPCOM's The Amazing 100 Sub Contest. What is another hobby you have besides comic book collecting? Another hobby besides comic book collecting is playing video games. I like playing video games. Not a lot like I used to back when I was a teenager, but I still like playing video games. Yeah, right now I'm recently have a PS4 Pro, you know, on hold for me at a GameStop. You know, I held out. I wanted to get the PS4 originally, but then when I heard that they were coming out with the PS4 Pro, you know, better graphics, of course, and all that, I held out for it. So you know, I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more, but you know, I'm still paying it off, you know, fairly. I only owe like $150 left on it, so probably by the end of this year I'll have it. But other than that, yeah, I'm a big gamer in a way. Not as big as I was before back in the day when my Super NES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or my Nintendo back in the day when me and my brother used to play a lot. You know, those were the days that I was really into gaming when I was a kid through a teenager. But yeah, those are that's one thing. That's another hobby that I have. Another one would be fitness. Fitness. You know, I may have mentioned this before. Back when I was a teenager, you know, I used to be bigger than this. I used to be real big. I was kind of an overweight kid, and right after high school, strangely, you know, I started losing weight. You know, my metabolism started speeding up, and I slimmed down a lot lately. And to this day, I still keep up with my fitness. You know, I'm getting older. I know some of my weight has came back, but not as much as like I was before, really overweight. But other than that, yeah, fitness is another hobby of mine. You know, I go to the gym every day right after work. You know, as soon as I get off work, I have my gym bag ready in my trunk with my gym clothes and my pre-workout drink to get me amped up. You know, to get me fired up to go to the gym. You know, I like working out. You know, 5-6 times a week. You know that I try not to never miss a workout. Well, I do try to give myself breaks, like a day or two. Mostly, you know, 2 days. The most I would give myself is a 2-day break from working out, because of course you can't, you know, be working out 7 days a week, or else you wear out your body or you could hurt yourself or something like that. But you know, working out, fitness is that's my second hobby. You know, I go to my gym, my local go-to gym here, and I you know, I do a lot of cardio. Right now I'm doing a lot of cardio. Yeah, and I recently, well, I was weight training for a while, but I recently injured myself on my right shoulder, so I'm laying off the weight training for a while. I'm gonna go. Well, it's already been 6 months since I've laid off the weight training, but I'm gonna probably by January or February I'm gonna go back to weight training. I'm gonna start off light first with light weights, and then move up to heavy weights little by little. But yeah, that's another hobby of mine that I have, and that's pretty much it for POPCOM's rules and questions here. Like I said, POPCOM, congratulations on 100 subs. Hopefully you get a lot more subs in the future, you know, man, and you put out great content, great videos, and you know, like I said, hopefully you get a lot more subs in the future. Anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all watching, if you are watching this, and like Spider Grandpa would say, be kind to one another. Take care.